Good evening, ladies of now. Sorry about that quick hand movement. So I have just jumped on tonight to quickly talk to you all about what you need to do right now for your businesses. There's obviously been massive news today. A lot of us are panicking a bit and thinking, oh my God, what am I going to do? So I'm going to go through a few things for those of you that are already online and for those of you who aren't online yet and work offline. So if you are a business that currently works offline and not online and provides something maybe that is something that you do, like a hairdresser or a mechanic or something like that, the first thing I would advise you to do is think, right, could I sell my skill? So you can't cut hair right now, but would somebody pay to watch a video of you teaching how to do it? Would somebody pay for a video of you showing how, if your battery goes in your car, this is how you deal with it? Would you, if you are, I'm just trying to think, a masseuse, could you teach people how to do a little bit of self-masseuse that will calm them down? That's what you need to be thinking about. You need to be turning that business about. You can't say, I do a one-to-one service, I can't do it. This is not the time for that. We're in a tough time, we're in a difficult position, don't get me wrong. It's only going to get harder, but we will get through it, and we need to get through it with all of us working together and as many as possible of us with still thriving businesses. So tonight is a night probably for wine and chocolate. That's fine. And if you want to panic, tonight's fine. You're allowed to panic. But tomorrow morning, you need to be up. You need to be at 'em. So, right, you're selling offline. How can you switch that to make it online? I've given you some examples. If you're stuck, send me a message, give me 5 minutes, and I will come up with a way for you. If you have something else that you do offline, is anything that you do, could you turn it to something that would be interesting to bored children? Because so many people, schools aren't off yet, but lots of people are already self-quarantining. So many people are going to have super, super bored kids. So can you do anything about that? Could you maybe do a competition for bored kids to make a poster? Anything like that. Turn it around whatever way you need to. If you're already online, are you getting regular orders already before all this happened? Were you? If not, you need to get your social media sorted out. I, through social media, get between about 10 and 14 sales a day. And if you're not getting that, you need to be thinking, right, do I need to be looking at this? Is my social media working? Because if it hasn't been working already, it's not going to suddenly start working now. So it's making sure that you have everything set up so you have really good engaging posts, you have people engaging with everything that you post, and you're starting a conversation to selling. So that's quite a complicated thing, so I can't go into it too much. But if anything I'm saying is resonating with you and you're like, I liked what she started to say, but she didn't go deep enough, pop me a message. As far as I'm concerned right now, we'll all get through this if we help each other. So if anybody needs a hand, just pop me a message. The other things to do, I've written it down in my book, so I'm going to go refer to my book. So the other things to do, as well as having a look at, is my social media working? What can I be doing? You also need to be thinking, right, who is my ideal client? Because you might have known the answer to that last week. The answer this week might be a totally different person. The world has gone upside down. So check in on yourself. Who is my ideal client? Is my social media serving that person? That's what I need you to do. If you are out there and you are trying to sell and it's not working, you need to try and work out at what point your sales drop off. What I find with most people that are struggling to sell is there is one place where people fall out of the sales process, where they're all interested up until this point and then they fall away, and there's usually a reason. And when it's your own business, it's so hard to see what that reason is. If you're stuck like this, again, pop me a message. I'm happy to have a look at it. Whatever you guys are stuck with, I'm happy to give you a hand on. If you are panicking and you are thinking this is the end, like I said, give yourself tonight. Be kind to yourself. I have a very large glass of Malbec waiting for me and a very large packet of chocolate biscuits, and that is going to be my night. That's okay. But tomorrow morning when you wake up, you need to be ready to go. Your children will see how you act in this, and that's going to affect how they feel about it, how scared they are, what they think. You are going to be watching yourself and the kind of worse you're reacting to it, you're going to make yourself react even worse. Your customers will see you. And if you aren't out there saying, yes, this is happening, but that's okay, and here's my business still, and this is how it's going to work, then they're kind of going to draw away as well. So you need to have a plan. Definitely have a plan. If you just plod on the way you were yesterday or last week, that's not going to work. That's not going to work. So have a plan. What are you doing? What are you changing? How are you going to instigate it? Who's your ideal client? Is your social media working? If you currently work offline, how can you go online? All these things are things you need to be thinking about. And it's very scary, but the result, if you do this work now, is going to be so much better than if you don't. So like I said, whatever industry you're in, whatever field you're in, if you are stuck a bit with this at the moment and you're like, I know what she's saying has sense, but I just don't know what I'm doing, please pop me a message. Like I said, we're all here for each other right now. We need to work together. We need to get over this because the end will come to this situation and we all need to make sure we're in a strong place when it does. So I hope it's a tiny drop in the ocean and I've given you tiny nuggets of ideas. And like I said, if you need a bit more help with it, please, I'm Annie Crow. It's spelled like the bird, C-R-O-W. Pop me a message. This is not what I do for a living. It's what I've learned to do to sell my own product. So this is not me giving you some amazing sales spiel. This is me genuinely saying, if you need a hand, here I am, pop me a message. Anyway, I hope you all have a lovely night. And I'm going to be ready to hit the streets in the morning. Well, not hit the streets because I can't leave the house. I'm going to be ready to get going in the morning and make things happen. Hopefully you will be too. And if, like I said, if you're stuck, pop me a message. So massive thank you to Lindsay for letting me go live tonight. Turned out to be probably the biggest night to be going live or doing anything of the year, if not the decade. Like I said, stay safe, stay well, and do what you need to do to protect your business and even grow it. Anyway, thank you very much and good night. Bye.